Yep, time for my 8th game of Jeopardy for Nintendo DS. So far, only 7 games for myself. $850,030. I'm only $146,970 away from $1 million. Let's see, can I do that in this game? My opponents in this game looks
Jeopardy.
like Scott.
Here are
I think that's
today's
Jennifer on the far right, I
contestants.
think. Lisa. Scott and Lisa are my opponents. It's like it's Lisa hers on curse, so.
And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thanks, Johnny.
Hey, Alex Trebek
Welcome to
hosting,
Jeopardy, everyone.
and got so much of the
Let's start the
what
Jeopardy
categories for our first round?
Categories are
How about them tigers? Greek alphabet soup, animals, historic Munich, sports terms, and literary geography. Munich for 1,000. In the 16th century, Munich was at the center of this German phase of this movement against Protestantism. Was the Counter-Reformation.
correct.
Literary geography for 1,000. It's the first river mentioned in The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. It was
Good.
the Hudson River. I forgot Sleepy Hollow was in New York, so this is back in. It's going to go same one. In Chapter 8 of this novel, Atlanta is very exhilarating and temporarily even better than Tara. What is Gone with the Wind?
Good.
Munich for 800. The Summer Olympics in Munich this year were sadly marred by terrorism and tragedy. What is 1972?
Good.
84 is in Los Angeles, 96 in Atlanta. Sportsmen for 1,000. Fletch quiver. What is archery?
Good.
Terms for 800.
Let's go to
Luca
the clue
Kimihara.
for this next clue.
Googly, gully, and batsman are terms used in this sport. What is cricket?
Good.
And I love cricket. 600 sports terms. Bomb, backfield, blitz. What is American football?
Good.
400 sports terms. Bunker, wedge, caddy. What is golf?
Correct.
Close out for 2. Net, ace, football. What is tennis?
Correct.
5,000, just like that. Munich for 600. In 1634 and 1635, this deadly contagion devastated Munich, killing more than a third of its residents. What is the bubonic plague?
Good.
400 Munich. Munich used to be Die Weltstadt mit hier, the world city with this. What is hot?
Correct.
Close out for 200. One Munich coat of arms, you find one of these richest figures originally settled in the city and gave it its name. What is a monk?
Good.
Alphabet Super 200. She began to advertise as a global spokeswoman for T-Mobile in 2002. Who's Catherine Zeta-Jones?
Good.
All my experience playing Nintendo Wii games, the second edition one, has come back to life. In this type of testing, electronic equipment is subject to the real-world conditions in which it'll be used. What is beta?
Good.
There's also beta builds of games, so 600. These players of roughly 713 Hz are associated with relaxation and creativity in the brain. What are alpha waves?
Correct.
Also, the main used for binaural beats. 800 on Alphabet Soup. 1970's #1 hit for Helen Reddy. What is Alphabet Soup?
Sorry.
It's not Delstone, that was Tanya Tucker. Really?
Correct.
Really? Helen Reddy the original? That was always Tanya Tucker said that. Tigers for 2. This tiger is the great spokescap for Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. Who is Tony? I'm trying to
Correct.
get Tony, as in Tourette's guy, out of my head. The Swiss watch company was founded by Louis Brandt in 1848. What is Omega?
Good.
Tigers for 400. The South China tiger has these features spaced far apart than other species do. On each individual tiger, they're unique, like fingerprints. What are stripes?
Correct.
Geography for 400. In the preface of the Moonstone, Vishu commands deep Brahmins in this country to guard the tidal gem night and day. What is India?
Good.
Geography for 600. In Private Precious, Mitchell Bennett says that this country is a vast deal pleasanter than this city.
That's
and
not it.
Not New York. What is Paris? As it was based in London.
Sorry.
Oh, it was. Why did I say it was based in London? And I just jinxed myself. It's gonna close out that for 8. Chapter 1st of The Sun Also Rises. Horse-nut chestnuts are in the bloom at this city's Luxembourg Gardens.
You got it.
Lisa beat me to punch before I could even buzz in. It's Paris. So only 8 clues left. Animals for 2. And she...
It's the
I was
Daily
going to
Double.
say it, but no. $600. The striped spam this spam was identified by the 2 white stripes down its back, forming a V. A raccoon? It was
Here's
a
what we
skunk. Tigers for 8. Tigers are the largest cats. The tiger named for this Russian region is the largest tiger. What's the Siberian tiger?
Correct.
$800 though. Tigers for 1,000. Look at that. The largest population of wild tigers is found in this Asian country on about 30 wildlife reserves. What is India?
You got it.
9,800. Still cracked 10K though, so Tigers for 6. Close it out. Tiger is the second rank of this organization for young boys. What are Cub Scouts?
Good.
So 10-4, and it leaves animals left. The cave species of this bovine in South Africa is extremely dangerous to man and has never been domesticated. He said,
That's not it.
Not good. It was not a cow. What is the Cape Buffalo? What is a buffalo?
Correct.
600. The colored quail feeds almost exclusively on the leaves of this tree of the myrtle family. What is eucalyptus?
That's correct.
Again, all my experience playing the Millionaire games is coming back to fruition now. 8. On the Galapagos Island, the marine type of this lizard feeds on algae that it gathers off rocks at low tides. What is an iguana? What is a salmon actually? The marine salmon.
Nope.
Did I just second guess myself? Was it actually iguana? Not
No,
a gecko,
sorry.
and it was iguana, so I just second guessed myself again.
Good.
Just leaves that for 1,000. Luckily enough,
Now the last clue.
let's dig a double. The small Andean run is prized for its fur, which can be gray with a deep blue underfur. What is a mink?
Sorry.
Someone finished below 10K action, 9,600. And Scott's a
correct.
chinchilla. So in the Jeopardy, Scott 400, he's a 2,200. Mike at 9,600. Scott will lead off double Jeopardy. A lot of catching up, so
Clues are worth
a lot of damage
$400 to
you can do in the second round.
$2,000 in
Go
these categories.
best. Map Quest, New York, New York, Vocabulary, Science Grab Bag, Books of the Month, and not nominated for Best Picture. It's gonna go Books of the Month by Barbara Tuchman, The Guns of This. Well, it's not Narva, that's Alistair MacLean. So it was The Guns of August, actually. So Scott's coming up, so he's gonna go Grab Bag. Material called URH can be manipulated into being a resistant free super disc. What is plasma?
No, sorry.
Man, it's one of the toughest games so far, actually. And it was steel,
That's
not
not it.
steel. So Scott's gonna get it again. It was a superconductor.
You got it.
So Scott's at $200. Exactly one thing what I got, so not nominated. You couldn't drag a Best Picture nomination of this Academy in the 1959 Bill of Water film. Well, nobody's perfect. What is Some Like It Hot?
Good.
New York 400. Completed in 1931, this structure required 10 million bricks, a true spacemaster who would climb to 1,866. What is the Empire State Building?
Correct.
Not nominated for Best Picture for 2000. Driving Miss Daisy won for 1990. The year this Spike Lee film about urban racism was passed over. What is Do the Right Thing? Garlic butter, peanut butter, char pumper, victim of neo-Nazi motherfucker. 16. 1940, this Jimmy Stewart and Grace Kelly star from Alfred Hitchcock didn't get a second glance. What is Rear Window?
Correct.
I believe that was On the Waterfront I got that year. This Academy must have been out of one not nominated 1961 Audrey Hepburn George Peppard film. What is Breakfast at Tiffany's?
Correct.
I think it was Judgment and Nuremberg actually got that year. Daily doubles. You know what?
It's the Daily Double.
Punt.
Please enter your wager.
Okay. Bogey and Hepburn flew across this screen in the 1951 film that pleased audiences, but not critics, but not the Academy. Was the African Queen, and it was pretty hard to top it when you're against a streetcar named Desire, which won that year. New York for 800. Forget about it. Now a borough, it was incorporated as a village in 1816 with roughly 4,000 residents. Forget about it. What is Manhattan? Oh, wait. Yeah, it is Manhattan.
That's not it.
At least I got the true double out of the way. So. It was Queens at
That's
Queens.
not it.
It was actually, believe it or not, it was actually Brooklyn.
You got it.
$1,800 release. So I went 200% her Scott, so it's going to go vocab. The term for a mechanical human comes from a Czech word for forced labor. What is a robot?
That's correct.
Got my money back, so map costs for 400. To visit Century Temple in this capital, cross Komgata Bridge, turn right, and walk north on Nakamichi Tori. What is Tokyo?
Correct.
Basically, foreign cities and countries, so if I'm not there, I might just grip it and rip it. Well,
It's the Daily Double. Please enter your
why
wager.
not? Mullen again. The drive from Denver to Malmo in this country includes a 5-mile stretch across the Öresund Bridge. What is Sweden?
Correct.
58-4. So both the doubles out of the way. So from Paris Road Center Object, mark a half-mile down Rue Saint Henri, turn right, and walk into its glass pyramid. What is the Louvre?
Good.
16. To visit San Marino, take a winding up of Mount Tirana, a short drive from Rimini in this country. What is El Italiano?
Good.
61-2. His parents wrong at this point. Calls out for 2. From Ulaanbaatar, go straight south to Wuhan, flip a left, and go about 500 miles to reach its world capital. What is big?
Good.
I've tried to get Wuhan out of my fucking head because that kickstarted COVID pandemic. New York for 12. 1754, King's College was founded in New York City. Today, it's known as this Ivy League university. It was not Yale, not Yale. So I'll say, what is Columbia? So no, Brown is in the New England area. 16 in New York, New York. The 76, after the Battle of this area, the British retook New York City and held the city until the war's end in 1783. What is Ellis Island?
Nope.
Not Ellis Island. I
Sorry.
was thinking Ellis Island because it made the most sense out of the bunch. And it was
That's
not
not it.
Staten Island. It was actually Long Island was the battle. I've never heard
got
of
it.
Long Island, actually, in the Revolutionary War, actually. I don't think it's one of the most recognizable ones, so at least Bell Cap for 12. Bumbershoot is Brit speak for one of these. Not
No,
bumblebee,
sorry.
so it's not bumblebee. So it's not the insect bumblebee. Not a
Sorry.
parachute, so it's not bumblebee, it's not parachute. What is an umbrella?
Correct.
I forget about let's get New York out of the way for 2000. A Senate by Congressmen in New York and to protest unfair tax levies under this act. And Lisa
Correct.
Amelia Sarabite was the Stamp Act. Bucks them for 2. By Homer Hickam, Pocket Rocket Boy is also published as Blank Sky. That's a tricky one, actually.
That's not
December,
it.
so Scott is digging out a hole he is not going to get out of. Lisa?
Here's
October.
what we wanted.
So Lisa's in control. 16. From A 19 Diaries, Henry and This.
No,
Not
sorry.
April. It's not April. Henry and June was June.
You got it.
How do Robin restricts the first ever NC-17 film? Vocab for 16. He's an angel is a metaphor. Smart as a whip is one of these comparisons. What is a simile?
You got
Like her
it.
ass. Vocab for 2000. The name of this science is from the Greek for the study of animals. What is zoology?
Good.
Almost 70,000, so bucks them up for 800. By the New York Drive of 4 days in this, the original coverage of the John F. Kennedy assassinations. What is November?
That's
4
correct.
days in November, so 70,000 exactly. Close up books them up for 4. By James Patterson and Maxime Pietro, 4th of this. What is April? 4th of April.
No, sorry.
4th of May. 4th of May. My mother's a massive James Patterson fan, so...
No,
it was actually the
sorry.
4th of June, so Lisa's going to get it, actually. 4th of July.
Good.
How forget about it? So Lisa 3000 needs at least 2 to be out. Vocab for 4. The name of this extreme cruiser comes from words meaning terrible lizard. What is tyrannosaur?
That's not it.
Ronto.
Good.
Oh, dinosaur actually. Lisa, 2 clues, and she's out. We're not thinking alphabetically. It's last among the elements on the periodic table. What is zirconium?
Correct.
So Lisa, the only way she's out is she gets stabbed in the next 3 and gets it wrong.
Let's go to the clue crew for this next clue.
Two main kinds of lens are diverging at this time that bends rays from light inwards so that they meet at the focal point. What is converging? Diverging and converging?
Good.
Yep. So Lisa's guaranteed to be in Final Jeopardy. That'd be great. So 800. Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus are called this type of planet after a Roman god. What is Jovian?
Good. And now the last clue.
Science grab back 4. These cells for human growth can grow into any type of tissue, and they someday cure diabetes and Alzheimer's. What are stem cells?
Correct.
So at the end of Jeopardy, Scott $400 in whole is $300. Like at 74,000 exactly is going to Final Jeopardy. I gamble 6 less, and I'll still walk out of here as the champion. Final Jeopardy category. Landmarks. All in. I'm all in this time.
Please enter your wager.
The landmark of the site, known to Dakota as Six Grandfathers, was renamed after a prominent employer. What is Mount Rushmore?
Let's take a look at the results.
What Lisa say? Carlsbad Caverns, no. Gamble 33, puts 36. I said Mount Rushmore. And I got it right, so 148,000. And you know what else that also marks? 8 gigs. A total now, $1,001,030. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.